Hello everybody, this is Roma Lash TV and Roma Lash is me. Welcome to the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be reacting to Scotty with the Body is Pregnant by the Zeus CEO, Lemmy Plumber, aka Lemon Pepper. And this video is by Queen Chioma. So without further ado, let's get to the video. Actually, let me lower down the background music first before I do that. This music is a little bit high. Let me just... Where is this mouse at? All right. Let's get to the video.
We're going to be talking about Scotty with the Body from Baddies being pregnant, yes, pregnant, by Lemmy Plumber, the CEO of Zeus Network. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So my first point is the internet's reaction and the confusion, because I myself, I'm very confused.
Ladies. What?
I am pregnant. And
I low-key feel like they already knew before they filmed this scene, but that's just me. I could be wrong. A lot of scenes are staged on Baddies. Okay, so yeah, that's why I say that.
So first of all, let's just start with the overall reaction online, because I wasn't even planning to talk about this until I saw the comments. And honestly, they basically sum up everything I'm thinking. Well, honestly, just a few of them, because for some reason, there's a lot of people clapping and congratulating Scotty. I don't know what for, but you know, babies are blessings and I get that. But I feel like that's always used as an
That's the only thing I would congratulate her for, the fact that a baby is a blessing. But I mean, I could care less. Like,
excuse, like, oh, we should always celebrate when someone's pregnant. Babies are blessings.
It's just the way it came about, you know, like, you know, he was with Janisha. If you know the story, he was with Janisha for many years, and Janisha kind of like helped him bring Zeus to where it is now. And then, you know, you meet Scotty. Scotty is like the help man. She's like one of your employees. And then you get introduced to, anyway, I'm going too far, but it's like, it's just, I don't know, like, you got introduced to Scotty by Natalie, and now you guys are together, and it's like, she was your employee, she was on the show. And the funny thing is that you would think, okay, I'm dating one of my employees now. Let me, like, you know, most of the time when you date your boss, right, you get like promoted up, you know, like you get some type of, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna date your boss of, you know, the company that you're working for, whatever, the company of your job, you know, you should get perks. You should get perks. You know, if you're going to go that route. I wouldn't date my boss, but if you must, you know, like, get something out of it. You know, get a promotion or something. Get like a higher position. Level up in the company or something. You know, like, you're dating the CEO and you're still on the show fighting for your life, getting bullied, getting beat up on, getting humiliated on the show. If I was Scotty, I would have had a conversation with Lemmy. Look, I'm not going to be on your show fighting your other employees. I'm your girlfriend. I want a show, but I'm ambitious. So I would have tried to, you know, push to have my own show. But then again, I mean, it's Scott. Scotty's a pushover. If you watch the show, if you watch Baddies, you know Scotty is a pushover. She's soft. But anyway, let's get back to the video, because I'm jumping ahead of myself here.
Yeah, but maybe not the situation. But anyway, I keep seeing people congratulating her, talking about she secured the bag and celebrating because she got pregnant by a CEO of this multi-million-dollar business, and acting like this is some hypergamous win. But then in the same breath, these will be the same women who always preach date up, choose a high-value man, pick a...
Of course. And you should date up. I'm a big believer of date up. Date up. Always try to date up. Okay, and yeah, yes, get a high value man. I don't know if Lemmy is a high value man. He's a man with money, but I don't know if Lemmy is a high value man because we've seen some clips of him going off on people, talking to Natalie crazy, cussing her out and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if that's how a high value man is supposed to behave, but we just know Lemmy is a man with a big bag.
Man who's financially stable, who treats you right, be safe, and choose someone who is established and also honors you. And maybe Lemmy does. Maybe
he looks weird over here. Look like an alien. Look at that face. Look at his face. Look at his eyes. And look at her. She's just looking at him like anyway.
does for Scotty, but I've already even done kind of like a mini deep dive on the history of Scotty and Lemmy and some things prior to that. Anyway, my contradiction is this. The men who supposedly fit all of these criteria are the same men who have the worst reputations and the worst behaviors and the worst track records. And I'm so sorry, but
I mean, just look at Diddy. And I always say, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I always feel like Diddy is Lemmy is a wannabe Diddy. I don't know if y'all see it too, but I feel like this guy is a wannabe Diddy. I'm sorry. Like, to me, like, he just gives me like he want to be a Diddy so bad.
Lemmy Plummer has been exposed. He's been called out, dragged, criticized, whatever you want to call it, countless times from the stuff he's done.
Yeah, for scamming people. Apparently he scammed he's not the original CEO of Zeus. He founded Zeus with a few other people and he just took the credit for it. Like, he just built Zeus from the ground up by himself.
Behind the scenes, to the way he publicly interacts with cast members, nobody likes him. And also to the chaos-filled environment that he profits from, aka the Baddie Show. Are y'all still watching Baddies? I gave it up like 3 seasons ago. Have not watched it since. This is not...
I watch Baddies. I watch Baddies. I don't know, man. That show is so ratchet. I know it's trash TV, guys. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Baddies is trash TV, but yes, I watch that shit. It is my guilty pleasure. I watch it religiously every Sunday. I don't know why they put a trash show like that on a Sunday. Okay, but yes, every Sunday I watch Baddies religiously. Okay? And then I make videos and talk about it like what I'm doing here. But I make my own review videos on Baddies. This is just a reaction video, guys. I'm just reacting to Queen Chioma video.
Someone women typically tell each other to link up with. Yet here we are, people are clapping because he's a CEO, and it's giving y'all turned y'all logic off. So y'all, let me put you on real quick. Okay, real quick. I've been playing this game called Solitaire Smash Real Cash. Y'all know I love solitaire games. I'm obsessed. And listen, it's not one of those boring mobile games that spam you with ads or try to make you pay to win. We do to point number 2, power dynamics and the strange path that got us here.
First of all, we're gonna get into Baddies talk, but first let's get into baby talk. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So we heard that you're having a girl.
Oh, you heard we having a girl? Who told y'all we having a girl?
That's word on the street.
Maybe. No, we having a. I'm so excited about the baby, and it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
Are you excited about being a girl dad?
I'm really excited about being a girl dad. I think.
You're having a girl? Hopefully, you will start treating... it's so funny because I feel like the men who treat women the shittiest always end up having a girl first as their first child. Do y'all notice that? The men that are so shitty to women, the men that abuse women, the men that cheat on women all the time, they always end up having a daughter first. So hopefully him having a daughter will teach him he'll start treating women a little better. Okay, because we've seen him talk to Natalie crazy. There are rumors about him allegedly abusing Scotty, beating her up. She got bruises and stuff on her legs. Her former hairstylist or whatever, her former stylist, I don't know if it's hairdresser or clothing stylist, but he exposed that Scotty is allegedly getting abused by Lemmy, you know, and yeah, he wasn't the first one to say this, but you know, I kind of believe it. I've seen some clips of Lemmy going off on people. He, you know, yeah, he got a nerdy voice and a calm demeanor, but under all that is a little demon over there. So yeah, I don't trust Lemmy. I don't trust Lemmy. I just feel like yeah, I don't trust Lemmy. So if you are if that's true, if you really are abusing this woman and you really do, because there's also been rumors about him like abusing other cast members too. I mean, she just meant Queen Chioma just mentioned it too. There's been rumors of him abusing other cast members on Baddies, you know, and you know all the cast members on Baddies, they're all female. So hopefully him having a daughter first will teach him how to treat women better, respect women better. That's all.
You know, either way, I would have been excited and had equally as happy and excited about you know, the gender. But yeah, the girl is very, you know, is very special and different. So
Give us a little bit of the background of how you found out, how Scotty broke the news to you, or how did all this happen?
It was crazy. She just asked me how you broke the news to me about how you got pregnant.
Yeah, we were on the plane.
Yes, we were on the plane, and we were like kind of arguing a little bit, and I was like, and she just pulled out this thing, and I'm like, really?
Argument over.
Oh no, what were we doing? We weren't arguing. I thought we were arguing.
Not arguing.
She took too long to say we was not arguing. Y'all were arguing. Y'all were arguing. You took too long to say that. You took a good minute to say, we were not arguing. We're not arguing. Like, you took too long to say that. You should have been like, if you really weren't arguing, you would have been like, what? We weren't arguing. What are you talking about? We weren't arguing. You took too long to say that, Scotty. Y'all were arguing. Okay? And y'all probably, I'm sure you guys argue a lot. Y'all probably argue a lot. Okay?
We were.
Okay, you're right. We weren't arguing. She was yelling at me about something. I don't know.
I was not. We were normal.
Okay.
I went to the bathroom. I did the whole on the stick. I came back out.
He's like, yeah, she was yelling at me about something. I was not. Scotty trying to save face. She want to make her relationship look so perfect. She want to make it. I'm telling you, I give it a year or two. We're gonna see something with these two. There's gonna be a lawsuit. This is just the beginning of some. Anyway, let me not. I give them a year, 2 years max, 2 years tops. We're gonna see some shit with these two. Why?
I did. I was not mad at you.
You took the test on the plane.
I already had a test, but I had to take a new one so he could see because I had left it. Yeah.
That's how we found out. It was crazy.
What was your reaction?
I was very emotional. I think I teared up. It was crazy.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations. We're excited to see little baby Lemmy.
Come on, man. I'm excited.
Now let's talk about something I feel like people are also ignoring. Scotty started on Zeus literally as Natalie's friend. Natalie is the one who brought her on, right? This is Scotty. Yeah, I'm Scotty. I run the South. I remember that. I thought it was actually kind of funny.
Y'all, this is my bitch, Scotty.
And I'm from the South.
She runs the South.
Welcome to 2XKO. Let's go!
Natalie Natalie put her on camera, got her in the mix.
I liked Scotty when she first came on Baddie South. Some of the girls thought she was like full of herself or whatever. I liked Scotty on Baddie South. I liked her on Baddie's West. Yeah, West was the season after. I liked her, but on Baddie's East, I started not liking her. Baddie's East, I started not liking Scotty, but Baddie South, I liked her. I think she was really, really cool, But yeah, I don't know. She started feeling herself after Baddie's East. No, it wasn't that she was feeling herself. I just felt like she was becoming too much. She was like a lap dog. I just felt like she was a lap dog. She was like, I lost respect for Scotty. It was like, you're like a punk bitch. Like, that's when I realized, like, okay, you're really just like, you're a pushover, You let Natalie toss you, beat you up and slap you up like you're a... Anyway, let's play the video. Because I rambled.
Really did not know anything about Scotty. She was not running the South, even though I do like Scotty, but you were not running the South. But Natalie put her on. And then somehow she ends...
But, Natalie, it was her friend, so she wanted to hype her up and stuff. And, because I remember Rolly saying on Baddie South how they went to some club in her city and nobody knew who she was. Nobody knew who Scotty was. And this was a club in her city. And Scotty was apparently like a bartender or something before she came on Baddies. So...
messing with the boss. I'm not here to police anyone's body or relationship choices. Just giving my opinions. People can love who they want, but let's not act like this isn't a little bit off-putting. Because in normal situations, people would instantly call this weird. Sleeping with your boss, number one. Number two, getting romantically involved with the person who signed your checks. And then number three, dating someone who can literally control your storyline, your image, and your career trajectory.
Yeah, it's weird enough when like you're in a company, Because yeah, sleeping with someone who signs your checks, that could get a little weird, But then you guys are on TV. So yeah, he could really make you look a certain way. If you piss him off, he could have you looking crazy on TV.
This was a regular girl that's working a 9-to-5, dating her manager, everyone would be screaming, oh, this is an HR violation. He's manipulating her. He's love bombing. He's abusing power. And yet, because he's a CEO of Zeus.
Or she's a whore. She's this, she's that. They come after the woman too. Oh, she's sleeping her way to the top. She's just sleeping him to try to get a promotion or become... she want to get that manager position. That's why she popping her coochie. And yeah, the women get it too. Sometimes I feel like the women get it worse.
Suddenly people become blind, mute, and supportive. Yeah, let's make it make sense. Now, moving on to point number 3, I want to talk about the comments I wanted to read verbally. Let me read some of the Instagram comments verbatim because these are the ones that really had me raising some eyebrows. So someone said, seems a little desperate, no real talent or real career, so she gets knocked up by a CEO to secure the bag. But what do I know? Then someone says, right, and
I was saying, I saw some comments like this, and my thing is, if she really wanted to secure the bag, she would have got a ring before getting a baby. Because that's a real flex. Because, I mean, if he's really, like, abusing her, I mean, you shouldn't have a baby or marry somebody who's abusing you. You should get out of there. And if she's making money, because the baddies get paid a lot of money. I don't know if she gets paid money because, she's... Allegedly, he's paying her rent. According to Stunner Girl, he's paying her rent. He got cameras all up in her apartment. According to Natalie, he be checking her DMs. So Scotty doesn't have that much freedom, and if she's not getting money and she's just... if she's not getting money of her own and he's just paying all her stuff for her, he has all control. Like he's really in control. But I feel like a real flex, you really want to secure a bag, you get a ring. You get that ring before you get that baby, because there's a lot of women that have babies for men that they're not getting no child support, nothing. But when you have a ring, you could get alimony, you can get all kinds of stuff, spousal support, whatever. So I feel like if it was real, I honestly feel like Scotty just really wanted a baby. She just really wanted a baby. She's with Lemmy. You know, even if Lemmy is abusing her, I mean, I'm just trying to think of, I'm not saying I would do this, but Scotty is young. Scotty's like 28 or 29. Okay, so I'm just trying to think about how she's looking at the situation, right? She wanted a baby. She's getting older. She's with Lemmy. Lemmy has money. Okay, this guy is beating me or whatever, allegedly, you know? So, but I want a baby. He has the money. He has the bag. I know if I have a baby with this guy, the baby's going to be taken care of. So let me just go ahead, you know? Let me have this this baby. I don't think it was about securing a bag for Scotty. I just think Scotty just really wanted a child. So she just decided, hey, why not have one with him? Since I'm already with him and he's taking care of me. But
I think it's a big flex. Then on another post, someone says she looks so happy with him with heart eyes, which I saw a lot of this from Facebook to TikTok to Instagram. People were literally like, congrats, Scotty, I love this for you. And I'm like, well, I don't, okay? And then here's one that was kind of critical that I actually agree with. And it says, while it is a blessing to have a baby, the bar...
I mean, sometimes she looks happy. Sometimes she looks happy. Sometimes she looks really happy. And then other times, yeah.
Bar is in hell. Scotty came on as a friend to...
I think she's just really happy to be having that child. Yeah, and she has like a lot of support. Because, you know, like Lemmy, he has his, like I said, he seems very close with his family. His family's very involved in Zeus. He has his protection, his bodyguards and stuff. He has his money. So I just feel like, you know, she might not necessarily be happy with him, but I just feel like she's happy to be having that baby and getting the perks that come with dating Lemmy.
Natalie had to be bullied, humiliated, and had to fight people and get beat up. This humiliation ritual must be studied. She became a side piece and Lemmy...
This. This right here. This right here. I want to reread it. While it's a blessing to have a baby, the bar is in hell. Scotty came on as a friend of Natalie. Had to be bullied. Didn't I just say this a couple of minutes ago? Had to be bullied, humiliated, and had to fight people and get beat up. And Scotty's like the weakest fighter on baddies, okay? So she don't win none of her fights. This humiliation ritual must be studied. She became a side piece, and Lemmy still hasn't retired you from being a cast member on the show. That part. Because if I was Scotty, I'm not going to be, there's no way I'm your girl and I'm still fighting your employees for a check. Give me my own show. Or I'm a trainer. I'm an athlete. Help me acquire the funds to open my own gym or something. I don't know. Start my own workout gear. Jayla has her own clothing line. Why don't you help Scotty start a business of her own or have her own show? Maybe not her own show, because let's be honest, Scotty is boring. Okay, Scotty is not entertaining enough to have her own show. Now she's coming out with Scotty with the baby, so that's going to be a little interesting. Her storyline is going to be her becoming a mom and, you know, her journey to motherhood, you know, her pregnancy. Pretty much, I feel like it's going to be like a little documentary of her pregnancy, you know, her pregnancy journey. But yeah, like I would, and like I've spoken about this to other people and people just feel like, oh, you know, people like drag me and stuff. Like I've spoken about this on Instagram and people drag me in the comments and stuff like that. And I'm like, he's the owner of the network, not even the show, the network. And you got Scotty making a fool out of herself, getting dragged, getting, you know, slapped upside her head by Natalie. And this is your woman? Get her off the show. She needs to be doing something bigger and better than baddies if you really care about her. You know, if you really respect her as your woman. So yeah, Lemmy still hasn't retired you from being a cast member on the show. Scotty's not even an EP. Rolly's an EP along with Natalie. Rolly's an EP along with Natalie. When Tommy was on Baddies West, she was an EP that season. She was an EP. And Scotty was dating Lemmy those times. They were not public, but she was still dating Lemmy. So you've been on the show just as long as Rolly has. And you're dating the EP, the CEO of the network, not the show, the network. If anybody should have an EP credit, it should be Scotty. She should have an EP credit before Rolly, in my opinion. You literally are being used as a pawn in chaos of selling baddie storylines. Meanwhile, Janisha, let's play the rest of the video because I want to see the rest. Because so far, I'm really KL, Mr. Perfect. Yeah, you really hit the nail on this one. I'm liking everything you're saying.
He still hasn't retired you from being a cast member on the show. You literally are being used as a pawn in chaos of selling baddies storylines. Meanwhile, Janisha, who is Lemmy's ex-girlfriend, apparently they were never married, but they were dating for several years,
and they lied about being married for a while. I don't know why they did that. For like years, they were, you know, oh, my husband, my wife, yeah, we're married. And then when he started dating, when he came out with Scotty, when he came public with Scotty, that's when he revealed that he was never married to Janisha. Anyway, so meanwhile, Janisha took everything in stride. Lemmy made her a reunion host. Yep. Has EP credits. She literally just received the key to her country, which is British Virgin Islands. Sorry. And Janisha is a class act, and she has never publicly came out and bashed Lemmy or anything about, but for people to think that this is cute, it's not. Scotty has low self-esteem. Yes, she does. It's like glamorizing pimp behavior because that's literally what this is. Yes. Yes. They are literally the new Diddy and Cassie of this generation. Oh, God. I think they might be worse because Diddy wasn't out here. Well, he was humiliating Cassie, but in private. I mean, Scotty just she getting humiliated publicly. Cassie got humiliated publicly, but it took us years to find out. So yeah, they're literally the new Diddy and Cassie of this generation. Zeus loves to put sugar on trauma. He couldn't be more right. He couldn't be more right. And yeah, this is why I'll always have more respect for Janisha than Scotty. I never had respect for Scotty. I liked her on the first 2 seasons of Baddies, the first 2 seasons that she was on Baddies. But after, she's a pushover. She has low self-esteem. The way she lets the girls talk to her, treat her, especially Natalie, you know, and even Lemmy. You know, and according to Stunner Girl and some of the other baddies, he used to be physically harming her in front of the other baddies. So I don't know, you know, it's all alleged, you know, we don't have proof of this, but that's what's being said. But yeah, Janisha is a class act because she's never said anything bad. She don't even really put subliminals on, you know, like anytime Scotty and Lemmy are not getting along, we know, because Scotty will put like certain subliminals, you know, like, oh, I'm single now, I'm too good to be sharing my man. I'm too nice to be sharing my man with nobody. I'm second to no one, stuff like that. She'll put little subliminals, but Janisha, nope. I think maybe once she did it, and it was very, very subtle. Very subtle.
Everything in stride. Lemmy made her a reunion host, has EP credits, and she literally just received the key to her country. Janisha is a class act, and she has never publicly came out and bashed Lemmy or anything. But for people to think that this is cute, it's not. Scotty has low self-esteem. It's like glamorizing pimp behavior because that's literally what this is. They are literally like the new Diddy and Cassie of this generation. Zeus loves to put sugar on trauma. And honestly, that is insane, but it's also accurate because when you think about everything that happened with Diddy and how everyone was calling Lemmy the new little Diddy, I wouldn't be surprised in a few years we start hearing a different story. People will gas this up now just like they were in the past, but if something sinister is...
What is this? Diddy wants a piece of Zeus Network, talks investing in network with CEO Lumel Plummer. Lord have mercy. Well, yeah, I think Lemmy used to be going to the Diddy parties or something like that. He hung with Diddy a couple of times. Yeah. I think him and Krishan went to a Diddy party once and Diddy like put him in a headlock or something. Krishan spoke about that on one of her lives. So
going on, we just have to see. Now, my next point is the hypergamy hypocrisy. Here's the part that really gets me. Women online, again, preach hypergamy all day. Get the bag, don't date broke, choose a man who's established. You know what I'm saying? Level up financially. But then, when you look closely at the men they're praising, these men humiliate women publicly. They exploit women financially. They use their power to manipulate cast members. They treat women like disposable storylines. They move messy. They're controlling. They're shady. They're predatory. Like, what are we actually encouraging here? Like, let's be for real. You want women to be safe.
Yeah, that's definitely Lemmy. All that what she just said, that's definitely Lemmy to it. I don't believe all men that are like, I don't believe all high value men are like this. All men that are established and financially well off, and I don't believe they're all like that, but most of them, yes. Or they all have some of these qualities, but Lemmy has all of them. Yes, all of them. We've seen it.
And we've soft and taken care of, but the men you're pointing to as examples are the same ones creating unsafe environments. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Hey! Hey, what did I say? What I say? That's the weirdo right there. Wait until I tell the truth. Wait until I tell the truth about this nigga right here. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Ah! You holding me hostage. I said let the driver go. Hostage.
What kind of commercial is that?
This is why hypergamy conversations online.
And there was a similar situation with Jayla on Baddies Caribbean. Do y'all remember that? Jayla went through, I mean, she wasn't in a car, but she was trying to like run off the set. She was trying to run away from them. And she threatened to expose Lemmy and Zeus and how they treat her and the other baddies. And they be cussing her out, calling her all kind of bitches and hoes and stuff like that. And then the next day, I don't know, I assume they paid her off because the next day she was singing a whole new tune. Oh, I was just, I was just overwhelmed and, this, that, but everybody is treating me good here. And, yeah, I was just having a bad day and some bullshit she said like that. Who else did we see that with? I think that's it. There was Natalie. There was Jayla. Krishan recently exposed them. I think it was last month or something. She came on live and she exposed Zeus and Lemmy. Said how Lemmy, you see how Natalie just said they're holding her hostage? Krishan said something similar. Krishan said that they took her ID or her passport and they wouldn't give it back. And she was asking, I think Lemmy got the security to take Krishan's ID. And Krishan was like, give me back my ID. And he's like, I don't work for you. I work for Zeus. And she recorded the whole thing. Like, y'all don't even have to take my word for it. Y'all could go check it out.
are so confusing and also low quality sometimes. It's kind of rooted in aesthetics, though. It's not really rooted in values. It's like, if it looks good.
Look at how Scotty dresses. Scotty dresses like a, in the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, Scotty dresses like a $2 hoe.
Hostage.
This is why hypergamy conversations online are so confusing and also low quality sometimes. It's kind of.
Janisha would never. She'd be wearing her little skimpy clothes here and there. You know, she wears some clothes that reveal a lot of skin, but Janisha ain't coming outside looking like you. She look like, are they going to Freaknik? Where are they going? You got this designer bag and this cheap, like, where are you going? Are y'all going on the beach? Where are you going dressed like that? Like a $2 hoe.
Rooted in aesthetics, though. It's not really rooted in values. It's like, if it looks good and I like the way it looks, I'm a root for it. But if it was anybody else that does not have the same appeal, we're gonna drag it. It's rooted in he's rich, not he's actually a good man. And the results for situations like this are women cheering for another woman being tied to a man with a very questionable past because they think money erases everything. And like I've told y'all for the umpteenth time, it does not. I think there is a secure the bag myth. Like, a baby is not a bag, okay? A baby's not a retirement plan. A baby's not a title. A baby's not a salary. If the man is unstable, messy, chaotic, manipulative.
Scotty is just a baby mama. She's just a baby mama. You know? You were better, like I said, if you want to secure a bag, you're better off getting married. There's lots of women who have kids with men and they don't get child support, whether the man has money or not. They don't get, look at Offset. Look at Offset. The baby mama he had right before he got with Cardi, how many times did she come online and said, Offset don't pay his child support? Offset don't see the kid. Offset don't give her no money for the kid. How many times? And he was Offset when he got with her. So anywho,
controlling or has a history of mistreating women, what exactly is being secured? Because let's talk reality. The richest men are often the most protected. They have the best lawyers. They have the most leverage. They have the easiest time walking away without consequences. We've seen this time and time again. When he's done, he's done. When he's bored, he's bored. When he feels like moving on, he will. And he kind of did that with Janisha to Scotty. Money does not guarantee emotional security.
And what do they say? You're going to lose him how you get him. Or you get him how you lose him. But she's going to lose him the same way she got him.
Or loyalty or even decency. So when people celebrate pregnancies like trophies, even though all this is another baby mama, I just sit here like, are we all watching the same?
What did I just say? You're just a baby mama. You're just a baby mama to a billionaire. That's marry before you carry, ladies. Marry before you carry. That's why I don't got no kids. I don't care. I'll wait. I don't care. Marry before you carry.
And I really do have to ask. Now, moving on to my fifth and final point, the workplace aspect nobody wants to address. Another layer to this whole thing is the workplace dynamic. You're sleeping with the man who owns the show, controls the cast, controls the opportunities, controls the narratives, controls the edits, controls the footage, controls the contracts, controls everything. How are you supposed to have agency in that dynamic? How do you walk away if things go left? How do you negotiate boundaries? How do you stand up for yourself? How do you remain equal in a relationship where he literally has your future in his hands? I truly want to know. People keep forgetting that Scotty wasn't even brought on the show.
That's why I feel like even if you're going to be married or dating a man with money, make sure you have your own shit. Like, I was really disturbed when I heard that, and again, I don't know if this is true. I'm not in Scotty's life. I don't know Scotty personally. But when I heard that she doesn't even get any money from, you know what I mean, being on Baddie, she just gets her rent paid and a couple of bags here and there. She doesn't get money in her hand, right? If she wants to buy something, if she needs to pay something, let me pays for it for her. Let me gets her stuff for her. But Scotty doesn't get cash in her hand. She just gets her rent paid, and she got cameras all over her house. Okay, again, I don't know if this is true. This is all alleged. I don't know these people personally, but that was the rumor. So, and if that's true, she's stuck. She's stuck. I hope that she's not dumb enough to have a type of relationship like that. But I mean, the guy goes through her phone. The guy checks her DMs. You know, Natalie said this, you know. Natalie said this in an interview recently. He checks her DMs. No man is checking my phone. I pay my own phone bill. No man is checking my phone. My phone is my phone. Not like I have anything to hide, but you know, it's like, for what? Like, I'm not a kid. Scotty's a grown-ass woman. Why is your man in your DMs?
As some breakout star or an original cast member. She wasn't on the original Bad Girls Club or having some big social media personality like some of the other girls. She was someone's friend who got invited into the group. Her whole visibility was born from someone else's platform. Then she starts dating the platform owner. If this happened on any other job, people would be screaming about power imbalance, exploitation, and inappropriate conduct. But again, celebrity culture makes people selective in their outrage, per usual. So just my final thoughts at the end.
That's why I was saying, from the time they came out publicly and said they were a couple, I was like, get her off the show. I did not want Scotty on Baddies Africa. I didn't want her on Bad. And they like to say, I'm not getting special treatment. Scotty likes to say she's not getting special treatment. They did a live together and Lemmy's like, oh, Scotty's not protected. Yes, the fuck she is. Yes, the fuck she is. She's very protected, and that's fine. You're the CEO. That's your woman. Get her off the show. Get her off the show. It's a conflict of interest. Get her off the show. You know, it's favoritism. It's you know, get her off the show. It's not fair to the other cast members. Because Scotty gets to get away with certain things that the other cast members can't get away with because she's your woman. It's not fair. And like she said, if this was like an office or whatever, there would be problems. You know, but these are, you know, oh, it's Scotty. And if you say anything bad about Scotty, you're a hater. Or you're jealous of her because she's so pretty. It's crazy.
At the end of the day, Scotty can do whatever she wants. She has full autonomy, and nobody is saying she doesn't deserve a family, a child, or love. But we can still acknowledge the situation is very complicated. The power dynamics are very concerning. The public reaction is very hypocritical. The praises feel very disconnected from the actual facts. And
very heavy on the public reaction is very critical. Like I said, I'm just happy that she has a baby. She said she always wanted a baby. She's wanted a baby for a couple of years now. So for that, I am happy that she has a baby. But I feel like this situation, we're going to hear something about these two in a year. I give it a year, 2 years max, but a year. We're going to hear something with these two. There's going to be a situation.
People are only celebrating because the man involved has money. Point blank, period. Women want safety, but keep glorifying situations that are the opposite of safe. Women say, choose better, but then hype up men who have done everything except treat women well. People preach avoid toxic men, but then applaud toxicity when it comes with status. It's very confusing. It's very contradictory.
Because Lemmy looks very fucking toxic. I'm sorry. The way he yelling at, we've even heard voice notes of him going off on Natalie. He toxic. Like this is not a high value man. He just has a high bank account. Okay? He just has, you know what I mean? His money's high, yes, but this is not a high value man.
And honestly, it's very sad. But hey, that is the culture that we live in. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. What do you think? What do you know? Let me know. Don't forget to check out our sponsor of today's video, Solitaire Smash Real Cash. Make sure you guys use my link down below and also scan the QR code. That way you can receive 300.
All right. So yeah, enough of that, because this video is not you know This is not an ad for Smash, Solitaire, whatever the hell that is. All right, guys. So this was my reaction video to Queen Chioma, Scotty getting pregnant by lemon pepper. So y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this. I've been wanting to do a video about this, let you guys know my thoughts. And again, like, hey, nothing against Scotty. You know, she got what she wanted. She wanted a baby. You know, she said she's wanted a baby for a while, so congrats to her. But I mean, I just hope she knows what she's getting into, because I don't see it ending well for these two, especially if the rumors about her being abused are true. I don't see it ending well for these two. I feel like we're gonna see some drama between these two in about a year or so. Yeah, it's gonna be messy. It's gonna be like, you know, I see something with like courts. I just, you know, something with courts and stuff like that, legalities, like, you know, like there's gonna be a issue. There's gonna be an issue. I see it coming. I see it coming. Separation. I don't see these two lasting long. I don't see these two lasting long. I just don't. I just don't. And when that day comes, I feel like Scotty's going to spill all the tea. Scotty's going to spill all the tea. Maybe it might not even be her. It might be people around her, people who work with her, you know, maybe her makeup artist, one of her close friends, whatever. Somebody go spill some tea about that, because I don't really see Scotty really spilling the tea. Scotty looks like she likes to hide things, and she likes to, you know, like make things look a certain way, and, you know, but I feel like there's going to be like something's going to happen with these two. I'm not wishing it, but I have a feeling something's going to happen between these two. So, yeah. And when that day comes, we going to hear all the tea. And just never mind just Scotty and Lemmy, but Zeus. Everybody talking about surviving Zeus. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. Might take a couple of years, but it's coming. Okay? Everything in the dark comes to light. At some point, everything in the dark comes to light, guys. So it is what it is. We'll find out. We'll find out all the tea in due time. The Zeus tea, the Scotty and Lemmy tea, we'll find out, because I don't think these two are happy. I don't think they're genuinely happy with each other. But I mean, they're probably happy now because, you know, there's a baby on the way, you know. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things are after she has a baby. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. It really helps. And I will see y'all in the